This season of Studio 5, we've invited all Nanas to join our Nanahood, but the Nanahood is inclusive of both grandmas and grandpas alike. So today, we're so honored to welcome a couple we admire into the hood to chat about their experience as grandparents. It will be the Nana and Gramps inspiration you need as we head into the holidays. Doug and Dee Wright joining me. It is such a treat to have both of you and see you. I bump into Doug now and then in the hallways. Dee, a pleasure to catch up with you today.
We always love to spend time with you.
Thank you for being here, and I've learned to ask and show great respect for the name you are called. Grandma, Grandpa, Nana, Papa, Gigi, what is it?
Well, I'm Grammy D.
Grammy D.
Just because it had a nice flow, and I chose it. I was just like, this is what I want to be.
You named it.
I named myself.
You've got an edge. That's got an edge to it.
A little bit.
Grandma D.
Grammy D.
Grammy D.
Grammy D.
It does. It totally flows. What are you?
I started off as Papa, but now I'm Grandpa Doug. As a matter of fact, I even made Conrad's turkey that he made in preschool, and all the feathers are things that he's grateful for.
Yes.
And it's Grandpa Doug.
That's so cute. Grandpa Doug and Grammy D. Yeah. That is the best.
Right there with chicken nuggets.
Right up there. Right up there. You and Chick-fil-A. You're the winners. And you could almost have a rap album with that. Grammy D. I like that. Yeah. Last time you were here, I believe, was February of 2021 as part of our Couple Goals series. And I was dusting off my memory. I think you only had one grandchild at that time. Now you have three?
We had one, and we were a little bit older at that point, and then we woke up the next day practically, and we had three. So
introduce us. Who are we looking at?
Okay. All right, that's Conrad and Brecken.
Cuties.
There we go.
And the first one, that's Luna. That's Luna. She's the youngest.
She's the latest addition.
Yeah,
look at her. Look at her.
Brecken, yeah.
And you've shared with us before that one of your family mottos is the Wrights show up. And from the look of your Instagram, look at that. Stop. Look at that. You show up in this role as well. Tell me how you're involved or how you immerse yourself into this flow of grandparenthood.
Go ahead.
Well, we mainly just try to be available. We know how hectic it is. All of our kids are professional, working parents.
Yeah.
And so we try to provide support, and we try to be flexible. That's how we show up. It's not our time to lead and determine everything. We try to be there to be helpful and support everyone.
Is there a consistent schedule you keep in that support?
We babysit 2 days a week.
2 days a week?
2 days, one day for one set of children and one day for the other child. And that gives us a consistency and kind of an operating point of view to see how they're growing.
Gives us a little foundation too,
Yeah.
and some things that we can do and make regular with the kids. We'd go to story time over at the holiday library, and we'd go over to my cousin's swimming pool and things like that.
Yeah.
So it makes it fun. It's regular.
I think it's neat too when you're able to immerse on a daily basis. Like you joke about chicken nuggets, but that's part of the daily reality, and you're in that flow when you have that consistent opportunity. Doug, has anything surprised you about this chapter or this role?
Yeah, it has surprised me. It surprises me how much I love it, first of all. I always anticipated that I would.
Yeah.
My grandparents were so important to me, and that's the same thing with Dee. I mean, they played a critical role in my life, and now to be able to step into that and love it so much and enjoy it so much, and oh my goodness, they grow so fast.
Yeah.
It scares me.
Yeah, and we were just chatting about that during the commercial break. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or the time, but the time's going faster, and these kids are smart. I mean, the way that they're using technology and speaking around technology, it's amazing to me. What surprised you, Dee, about the role?
Well, it surprises me how tired I can get. And I think back about our parents, and they were in their 50s. Yeah. We're in our 70s, or very early 70s. But I remind Doug, and we remind ourselves, we go, oh my gosh, it's a blink of an eye. Yeah. We got to, man up here and keep our energy going, because they just, when we don't see them for a week, they've changed so much.
It does give you a rebirth. I noticed that when we got married a little later in life, and the kids just rejuvenated everything. The holidays, skiing for me, and other things. And now I'm finding that that's the case with my grandkids too. But keeping up's getting a little tougher.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm on a similar timeline in terms of getting married a little later and kids a little later. And I remember going to the first kindergarten pickup, and I was like, please tell me these are all the nannies. Because I was the oldest mom there. I was up there. We can't have Doug and Dee here without talking about the movies. And you did post, I saw the cutest snapshot. You took your oldest to the movies for the first time.
That's right. It was Conrad.
And it was Doug's birthday.
And it was on my birthday, and it was the preview screening of Lyle Lyle Crocodile. And so I told him, we're going to go see Lyle Lyle Crocodile. And he was all excited.
Yeah.
And so we went and we sat down and we were watching the movie. And I thought, I wonder how he's going to fare. This is the first time in a real movie theater,
Sure.
full-length picture. And so, but my favorite part was there's a scene where Lyle has his mouth open.
Yeah.
And this prima donna cat falls in and he goes, bloop, and swallow. And Conrad, his eyes are this big, and just going, Lyle just swallowed a crocodile, you know, or the cat.
Grandpa Doug?
And so anyway, he's just watching, but a few minutes later, Lyle regurgitates the cat.
Oh no, oh no.
And the cat is fine, by the way. So on the way home, I'm asking Conrad, I say, what was your favorite part of the movie? And he goes, when Lyle barfed up the cat.
There it is, Mouth of Babes.
Right
Mouth
there.
of Babes.
Classic cinema. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
In the last minute we have together, how are you drawing or how are you pouring meaning into this role? We strive for those meaningful connections in all of our relationships. Certainly, as you describe, this relationship has special meaning to both of you. How are you putting that forward as you fulfill the role?
Well, we've tried to share parts of activities and toys and items that we've had with our own children, with the kids. And that's been really sweet to see them play with their dad's Brio set or Doug's trucks, things like that. And then we give them books on a regular basis. That's something that we love to share because books are important to us.
Oh,
and,
you know, I love the fact that our grandkids now are playing with the toys that their parents played with, the Brio train set. And down in Eureka, she mentioned this truck. I'm like little Ralphie on Christmas. I got this Tonka truck that's made out of all metal with sharp edges.
Yeah.
And it's still...
It's a weapon.
And he absolutely loves it. However, I am a little crushed. He doesn't like my favorite stuffed monkey from when I was a kid, Jocko. He thinks he's creepy.
Jocko's too creepy, too much for him. I mean, you did introduce him to a regurgitated cat, so we've got to keep...
I do put Jocko on his bed every time he goes down to Eureka, just for kicks.
We love you both. Thank you for sharing a glimpse into this role, and it's
inviting
fun to see how you're thriving as Grandpa Doug and Grammy D. I love it. Thanks to both of you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.